Hi, welcome to this video on the mental body. Now, this is really key. Those that have done my course on the deep secret know all about this principle that actually, before the physical world is made manifest, it is in the imagination, in the mind of God. We are primarily living in a mental universe, right? All is mind. And the mind simply materializes and manifests into matter. So if you want to manifest something into matter, to make it manifest, then you have to understand that it's the mind that is primary. You need to see it clearly in your mind's eye, your third eye, right? And if you're really interested in going deep into that, I've got a whole course on awakening the third eye, okay? Trust me, it's the most powerful way to get clear on your vision of what you want to materialize, to manifest, okay? So essentially, everything is mind, right? We're living in a mind matrix, right? A matrix of mind. And what that means is the ancients have always believed in Maya, like the world is an illusion. These days, we talk about it being a simulation because we are in the age of the computer. That's how I'm talking to you right now and how you're watching this video, through the computer. So we've started to see that the world is actually a simulation, but actually that's not far from the truth. As the ancients in India called it in the Vedas, it's Maya, right? So everything is actually in the mind before it's materialized. So obviously, if you're going to materialize something, then you have to see it clearly in your mind's eye. That's just common sense. So the most dangerous words you were ever told as a child is that it's just your imagination. There is no just when it comes to your imagination. Your imagination is connected to the mind of God, to creation itself. Everything in creation is in the mind of God. It's in the imagination of God. So your imagination is the spark of creation. It's where ideas come from. It's where your intuition comes from. It literally plugs in to the fabric behind the universe, right? Behind the curtain. Your imagination is so key. Imagination, think about the word. It's a imagination. It's a nation, a whole world made of images. So the secret to magic and the secret to manifestation is your imagination. You need to really, 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 really clearly see your vision, because clarity is power, and power is what you need if you're going to be manifesting. You can't manifest with no power. You can't manifest with no clarity. You need clarity, you need conviction, you need certainty, and you need to be really directed in your focus, in your concentrated will and energy, right? We'll get to that. So this is all about seeing exactly what you want, erasing all doubt, erasing all fear. And this will go into the alchemy, right? How do you get rid of doubt? How do you get rid of fear? Well, this is the alchemical process, which I break down in my Art of Alchemy in that course, right? Some of you would have already have done it. I also touch upon it in the How to Be Your Own Wizard or Witch, okay? But essentially, the secret to alchemy, right? The secret to transmuting your pain, right, into joy, into purpose, is to accept it, right? To fully embrace it, okay? And as I say, if you want to deep dive into that, you're going to have to go into another course. That's beyond the scope of this course. So, but essentially, all I'm saying is focus on what you want, see it clearly in your mind's eye, and just be absolutely certain that you are now on your highest timeline. It's already happened. It's already done. This is what's happening. I have no doubt. I'm clear. And you call in that secret fire. The Kundalini was known as the secret fire because it's this fire, this fury, this kind of rage that comes from the passion that we were talking about in the emotional body, right? That strips away all doubt and all fear and just illuminates the mind, right? Illuminates the pineal gland, right? It wakens up the third eye, and you get a clear vision. Oh, of course, this is what I'm here to do. These were the people I was meant to do it with. This is the country I was meant to be in. And you just get this sense of knowing. And when you have that sense of knowing, the universe just rolls up the red carpet for you to manifest your dream life. So the most important takeaway from this video is to remind you that you are a soul, that you are immortal, that you are divine. So I call upon you now to reclaim your divine authority, your sovereign power as a majestic being made up of eternal and infinite light, the light of the soul that is literally a spark of all of creation, right? Know that you are unshakable. Nothing can ever kill you. Nothing can ever even tarnish you as an immortal soul. That's how powerful you are. So it's really good to know that, balls to bone, okay? We're talking about the king archetype. You know, if you've done my course on the divine masculine, we break down the magician, the king, the warrior, and the lover. But this one, when you're talking about sovereign authority, it's like you're coming into your royalty as a king or as a queen, your majesty. You know, I bow down to you because you are an immortal soul that together we are co-creating this whole universe. Of course you can manifest what you want because you're doing it right now. You are creating this life. We're all living in our own version of reality. We literally do create our own reality. So think about the greatest version of yourself. See into the future how you want your life to be, what you want to be doing, who you want to be with, what your house is going to look like, what your car is going to look like, what your friends look like. Every little details matter. See it vividly with colors and just feel that emotion again, tapping into that emotion, right? And just know it balls to bone that this is your time, this is what you want. And just in your meditation, right? I've got lots of courses on meditations. I don't have to tell you that. You know, in your meditation, you just see so clearly every single day, this is happening. This is what I want. And you call in that future timeline into the present. It's already done. And so it is. It's happened already, right? So you collapse time, collapse the future timeline into the present moment and just go, I'm already in the energetic frequency of the future. The future is now. I am no longer a victim. I completely let go of the past. The past in no way determines my future, and it has nothing to do with how I feel right now. Right now is a complete reset, a rebirth into the present moment, calling in the great mother of rebirth to cleanse the past so I can be fully present, to absolutely balls to bone, know that I am a sovereign being and I have a divine right to make my dreams manifest into physical reality right here, right now. Draw it in from that future timeline, your highest timeline, and just see it clearly in your mind. Feel it 100%. It's already done, and so it is. It's as simple as that. Thanks very much for watching this video. And the next video is really exciting because we're going to get into the spiritual body phase. You're not going to want to miss it. See you in the next video.